Hey guys, welcome back to Two Brothers Gaming Podcast. I'm here with my co-host Rylan.
Yeah, episode 50.
Episode 50. There.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes, but it didn't really feel like it took us that long. 6 months, over 6 months, but not bad. We'll go ahead and get into it. Xbox next gen rumor.
A whole bunch of crap I have to read throughout all these topics.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I got here. The next generation of Xbox console is a few years away, but it seems like it will be released earlier than the PlayStation 6. That's weird hearing that. PlayStation 6. But I got here. As Microsoft wants to set the message for the next generation of consoles, so I guess they're gonna plan on releasing earlier than the PlayStation 6 to get a head start, maybe?
Yeah, maybe to try to start selling, sell more consoles than PlayStation next gen. I don't know.
Yeah, it says here. In a new video shared on YouTube, Red Gaming Tech revealed how the timeline for the next console by Microsoft shifted significantly since the documents leaked by the FTC earlier this year. According to sources, the console will be released during 2026 and will be powered by a Zen 5 CPU and not by a Zen 6 CPU, as revealed in the documents. As the sixth iteration of the Zen architecture will not be ready by then. So there's going to be a Zen 6 or Zen 5 CPU.
Yeah.
Also got one more thing here.
Okay.
As for why Microsoft is planning to release the next generation Xbox earlier than the PlayStation 6, it's apparently because the company wants to set the message for the next generation consoles. I already said that.
Yeah.
Like, it was successfully done in the Xbox 360 generation. You know how well the Xbox 360
done
sold.
very well.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite console.
Yeah.
The hardware will be less powerful than the competition, obviously, but this would not only make it cheaper than the PlayStation 6, but it will also allow Microsoft to release a more powerful hardware reversion down the line, which is really, it's smart. That's smart on Microsoft's end.
Right. I mean, they can get a head start,
release,
sell it, and then
it's gonna be cheaper
through the mid-generation refresh, get a Zen 6 out there. Version out there.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
Because you can get a more powerful version. How like the PlayStation 4, you just had and then the PS Pro. And then it was a little bit more powerful than, regular PlayStation.
Right.
But I got here also, whether Microsoft will release 2 SKUs of their next console is not yet known, but rumors suggest the lower end segment will be covered with a cloud gaming focused console, which would make sense given the company's focus on Game Pass and cloud gaming, because they're starting to take a lot more focus into that. We talked about that.
Well, we talked about them maybe not even having a next generation console and just be done with it and focus on Game Pass. So the fact that they're talking about next generation is actually surprising to me. So,
yeah.
Is that all you have for that?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So yeah, basically, yeah, so Xbox and Microsoft are already talking about next generation. It says the 2020 Xbox Series is heading for an update as soon as 2026. Claim new rumors from Red Gaming Tech. Microsoft is supposedly speeding up the launch from the originally planned 2028 already to 2026. It is claimed Microsoft will be responding to the PlayStation 5 Pro launch, which is reportedly scheduled for Q4 next year. Then it goes on to say Microsoft and Sony strategies may no longer align with each other.
Like they used to.
Right. So, like anything, guys, this is just a rumor. It's nothing confirmed, but
Yeah.
This person seems to believe and know a lot about even what chip
Yeah,
they'll be
they
using.
seem that
So
they seem to have a lot like of
an inside
information.
source of some sort,
Yeah,
or they may be an inside source. Who knows? But
they
uh,
could be. They could work for Microsoft.
they could. I mean, a lot of times the people that leak stuff are people that work for the companies. They just are anonymous or whatever, so they don't.
Yeah, get fired.
Right. Yep. Exactly. See. Also, this says this document also mentioned that the company is debating whether to use ARM64 architecture or use AMD x64 Zen 6 based on core design. So the Zen 6 would be the later version, like Ryland said,
Yeah,
because they're using the
it
Zen
said it would.
5 to begin with, because Zen 6 isn't finished yet.
Yeah, I do think it's smart how they're gonna make it less powerful, and then
Well,
they're
good.
gonna
Just go
make it a
ahead
little
and
more.
get a head start to the generation,
Yeah,
and then Sony will be there later. And by the time Sony gets there, maybe Microsoft will already be ready to release their mid-generation refresh, because they said about
yeah.
2 years between the
I
two,
feel like by
2026,
yeah,
2028. So
that would be good. You know,
2 years into the generation, that'd be a perfect time for Microsoft to come out and say, "Hey, here's a Zen 6, more powerful version."
when this Xbox comes out, I'm gonna be graduated.
2026.
It's the year I graduate.
Wow, I'm old. All right, guys, we'll move on. Nintendo shuts down the idea of a Zelda Maker game.
I feel like that would be a pretty decent idea, though.
It
You know
would. That'd be
how Super
awesome.
Mario Maker, because you could just make your own dungeons and then play as Link and do whatever.
Yeah,
That would be really cool.
it would.
But I guess not. I guess it's not gonna happen. It says here, we've heard Nintendo dismiss the idea of a Mario Maker style Zelda game in the past. Even though it's been a while since the last update, it seems the Japanese video game company still isn't keen on the idea. So they just don't want to do it.
No.
I feel like it might be because how Zelda is made, how it's like open worldish now, one
Yeah,
3D. It'll take a whole
because
bunch of time.
technically Nintendo themselves aren't even doing traditional Zelda dungeons. So
Yeah. It says here, speaking to Polygon recently, series producer E.G.
Numa
Anuma, yeah,
talked about it
explained
last week.
how. Yeah, I know. I just had to remember.
I know.
How Nintendo doesn't necessarily want to force players to be creative in Zelda, and notes how the game like Tears of the Kingdom don't make creativity a requirement, but instead encourage players to be creative. That's why they added that feature where you can build like cars and stuff with the 4D.
Right, for the Ultra Hand
Yeah,
ability,
they made it so you can be creative with that, and
if
you
you
don't
want to
have
be.
to. Yeah, and as I said, they don't want you to like make creativity a requirement.
Right, and I get
They
that.
want you to be they want you to be creative just by yourself. Not have to
Right,
do it.
do
For,
it if you want to,
yeah, not
because
for
you don't
like
have to
actually.
make things like that in Tears of the Kingdom. It just, if you
Yeah,
want
it's
to
just
fly
fun.
around the
It's
world
fun.
and get around faster, you can.
Yeah, it's fun. Says here, here's exactly what he had to say when asked directly about Mario Maker style game for Zelda. He said, there are people who want the ability to create from scratch, but that's not everyone. I think everyone delights in the discovery of finding your own way through a game, and that is something we tried to make sure was included in Tears of the Kingdom. There isn't one right way to play. If you are a creative person, you have the ability to go down that path with the Ultra Hand, building stuff, whatnot.
Right.
Uh, But that's not what you have to do. You also are able to proceed through the game in many other different ways, and so I don't think that it would be a good fit for Legend of Zelda to necessarily require people to build things from scratch and force them to be creative. So I think that is a good reason, because you can be creative and everything, but also you can play the game how it's meant to be played, just through story and whatnot.
Right.
Just it's up to
And
you how you want to complete the game.
I get that because I'm not really a creative person. I mean, I can think of
Yeah, I mean,
things and do things in that game, but like some of the things that some people I've seen come up with, like on Reddit and online in general, it's pretty
crazy.
crazy stuff that I would never ever think
Yeah,
of
I
even
mean, not
trying.
not a lot of people are creative like that, so I understand what he
Right.
means by everything. I'm not a creative person either. Like,
But
that's
yeah, we're content creators.
yeah, makes no sense.
Yeah. But anyway, just in 2019, the remake of Link's Awakening, which we talked about Link's Awakening last week. But anyway, the remake that Nintendo did in Link's Awakening, they
Yeah,
had a dungeon builder. So
yeah,
they took rooms from the dungeons in Link's Awakening and scrambled them together so you can build your own dungeon that
you can
way.
make your own agenda.
So that's the only
Yeah,
thing that they've actually tried doing with the Zelda Zelda Dungeon Maker thing idea. I think
yeah,
people were hoping they would do that with like just a full game. So like take rooms from every single dungeon ever in a Zelda game, put
yeah.
them
Like
all in one
from
game and let you build your own or whatever. That would be
I
cool,
mean,
but
that would be a cool game, but
it was
not
fun to
everyone
do
is
it in Link's
creative
Awakening.
like that.
Right. It was fun to do it in Link's Awakening. Like there was rules. One, you can't just put every single room wherever you want. Like doors have to meet
Yeah,
up obviously, and you have to have so many key rooms with chests, and boss key, and
I
everything
mean,
like that.
they could possibly make that a thing where like you do the dungeons again, like how in Link's Awakening.
Right.
In like the
Yeah.
next game, possibly they could do that, but
It's not likely, especially since he came out and said it this way. I would
yeah,
like for him to bring that back because, like I said, that was fun. I mean, I didn't spend a ton of time on it, but it was fun to do because I 100%ed Link's Awakening. So after I was done with the game, it was fun to go and do that for a little bit. But if that was just a full out game with every dungeon in the Zelda series, that'd be really fun and really cool.
it would. I have a few more. I have like a few sentences left here.
Okay.
It says here back in 2015, Mario Maker producer Takashi Z- Zituka, yeah, Takashi Zituka mentioned how a Zelda Maker game would be a difficult task. Again, I said that earlier. Like, maybe they're not doing it because, like, maybe it's a little more difficult because how it's a 3D open world game now. Like, it's not.
Right, and there's 2D Zelda games, there's 3D Zelda games. How would they, kind
Yeah.
of intertwine the two? That'd be kind of difficult.
No.
They have to do like
Yeah.
two
Because,
separate modes or two separate games altogether for 2D Zeldas, one for 3D Zeldas.
yeah, that would be really
And
difficult
the
for
Zelda
them.
series, like they all have different art styles and stuff. Like it'd be kind of hard.
Yeah. Like how Ocarina of Time is different than Breath of the Wild.
Right,
There's
Breath
just
of and Wind
it's
Waker's like
all
really
different.
cartoony. Like it's
Every game is different.
yes,
Like the other styles are different. Besides, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they're the same because they're the
right.
same.
And then Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are also the same engine, so they're the same too. So, but besides those
Yeah,
two and the Oracle games,
like
they're
everything.
all different, pretty much.
Yeah, even like the Pixar games, they have different styles. Just like the way
Right,
the characters look and everything.
right. Yep.
Okay, I got here. Although there doesn't appear to be a Zelda Maker game on the horizon during the development of Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening for the Switch, Shigeru Miyamoto put in a request for a Mario Maker like gameplay that we talked about this,
Just a few
the
seconds ago.
dungeon thing. Yeah, we just talked about this. It also says here There has also been some indie efforts attempting to recreate the magic of Mario Maker in a Zelda-like setting. One that received quite a bit of attention is Super Dungeon Maker, which arrived earlier this year on the Switch.
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either, but apparently it is.
Hmm.
So Super Dungeon Maker is like a Zelda-like setting
Just not
where you
with
can
the
make
actual
dungeons.
Zelda
Yeah, it's probably with just some
dungeons.
like random character or something like that.
Right.
But it has probably like Zelda-based graphics and stuff and all that.
And I think, I could be wrong, but I think in Super Mario Maker 2, it was a thing like, because you know in Super Mario Maker how you can put items and whatever item you want in different blocks.
Yeah.
I think you could put a sword in one, and once you got the sword, you turned into Link, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, but that's as far as it went, Zelda wise.
Maybe they're possibly the leak in the future. Who knows?
Maybe, I don't know, but I think that
I mean,
was a thing.
they're saying they're not gonna make one, but it's a possibility.
It is. I mean,
The ideas are endless.
especially with Nintendo, like you never know. Like they'll say,
Yeah.
"Oh no, we're not going to do this," and then they'll be like, "Yeah, we're going to do this." You just
Like they'll say like, "Oh no,"
when they
there's not gonna be
say
no
that they're
Zelda
not going to do
game.
something, that might just mean
They're
they're
gonna
not
do.
doing it right now. Like
Yeah,
this
they're gonna
very
do it in the
second. Like
future.
there might be a
Yeah,
couple years down the road, but you never know with Nintendo. The way they word things are different, and it,
kind of
some of this
mysterious.
stuff gets lost in translation from Japanese to Chinese because they all talk in
Yeah.
Japanese, so it's hard to tell with Nintendo.
Yeah. You never know what they're gonna do.
No, you can't guess what Nintendo's going to do.
Yeah, you really can't.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. I have a lot of stuff for this one, and I'm sure you do too.
I do.
And we talked about this last week as well. This is just an update to kind of finalize what happened. Insomniac games have been leaked because they did not pay the $2 million.
Yeah, it was a TikTok. Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yep.
It was about their Marvel games being leaked, but apparently other games
Other
have
games
also
were
been
as
leaked
well.
Yeah,
All the
and
way
just a
up
whole bunch
to
of
2035.
wow.
12 years.
Okay, what I got here is details of Sony video game roadmaps, budgets, and corporation strategy are among the 1.3 million files leaked by hackers in the latest data breach to plague the Japanese technology giant, and in this case, it's Insomniac Games. It says here, the hack was first announced by, Resida
Yeah.
ransomware
Like
gang on December 12th, which we talked about this. We told you guys we were going to update you. Here we are.
Right.
It says, at which time they said they would auction the huge cache of over 1 terabyte worth of Sony files for $2 million paid in Bitcoin, which that's a lot of money.
Yes.
Because that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's expensive.
Yeah.
It says here, now the group has dumped the entire haul online, including details of a number of its upcoming Marvel titles from Insomniac. After failing to strong arm Sony or entice a third party by the data, here are all the details of the Insomniac Games leak in the latest 2023 Sony hack in general. So, for many people, specifically gamers, the headline of this December's Sony data breach is leaking a juicy details regarding upcoming video game roadmap. Insomniac Games, which is under the company PlayStation Studios, is responsible not only for some of the console's biggest AAA games like Ratchet and Clank, but also boasts a licensing agreement with Marvel to develop titles inspired by its franchises. We got Spider-Man, all that. Spider-Man's all of the Spider-Mans are really good games. Miles Morales and all that.
I haven't played Miles
Great
Morales,
games.
but the first one, remastered, is good. And I've heard Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 are good.
It's good. I haven't played Spider-Man 2 yet. You gotta wait. But
You wait a couple years till it comes PC, but
yeah. It says here, as first reported by cyberdaily.au, this means that the Insomniac Games leak is a treasure trove of upcoming Marvel games details, specifically the apparent release windows for its first X-Men inspired titles.
yep.
The X-Men. Wow. It says 3 games have been agreed with a budget approximately of 120 million a pop, with the first one taking on the Wolverine story. So Wolverine, we knew that was going to come out. We knew that was coming
Yeah,
out.
we've heard
We've
about
seen
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a leaked trailer or something like that for it. I think last
Yeah.
year or something like that. But it says Wolverine no later than September 1st of 2025 is when it's going to come out. The X-Men game 2 before December 31st, 2029. And then the X-Men game 3 before December 31st, 2033. So they're all going to come out years from now. I mean, the third X-Men game is going to come out in 10 years.
Yeah.
It's basically 10 years from now, so. It says here, that's not all though. In addition to these claimed datas, the presumably once confidential budget figures for the games, the Sony Insomniac Games leak gave us even more details about what's next for some of the studio's biggest titles. It's not just titles, release dates that have been leaked. Concept art, footage, and even playable early builds of some of these titles have also been included in the leaked data, meaning that there's very little the studio is working on that isn't now already out there for all to
Right.
see. So there's barely anything that people
Don't know about now.
know now. Yeah, so like everyone, like probably like everyone in the gaming community right now knows about all this. They've heard the news or whatnot.
If they've listened to our podcast, they know.
Yeah, you guys especially know. So that's really rough for them. They had these massive plans to release, Wolverine, the X-Men, and all that. Just got ruined.
And that really
Like,
sucks. I mean, I have respect for Insomniac. They make great games, and
Yeah.
see something like this happen to them really sucks. But they are a good studio. They'll come together. They'll get their
They'll figure
their
it out and
privacy stuff
everything.
sorted out. But
Yeah.
and they'll just keep working on these good games.
Yeah. Like they always do,
Yeah.
Insomniac is a good company.
They've been out forever, making good games forever. So a lot of respect to them.
Ratchet and Clank, great games, and then you have
Rift Apart,
Spider-Man.
I just beat it last Saturday. Great game, all the way through.
Yeah, that's a really good game. I watched a YouTuber play it. It's good.
Yeah, like I said, I just beat it. It took me like 4 hours. Like I didn't, not continuously, but like over the past few weekends.
Yeah.
It's not a very long game at all. It's really fun. But do you have anything else on this?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right, so I kind of have all the games and what was listed and leaked of those games. So first off, it says Insomniac internal info, Insomniac's roadmap of IPs and licenses, all of Insomniac's future projects up to 2035, Insomniac's budgets and revenue, PlayStation Studios Steam sales, Insomniac's projected sales, Guerrilla internal info and information on the company.
So quite a bit of information from Sony has also got import. Wow, that sucks.
In the first game, good.
I'm pretty sure people that worked for like Sony and Insomniac too, like their data got leaked.
Right,
also.
their personal information, their names, their passports, and stuff.
We talked about this last episode or the episode before that. Whenever we talked about this last.
Yeah,
that's that really sucks for them because that's their personal life.
Right.
That no one needs to know that.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So the first game is Marvel's Wolverine, and what was leaked on it was character and scenes, concept art, mission, playtesting footage, gameplay, and combat playtesting footage. I don't know why I can't talk. The character list and cast, playable builds, the development and release roadmap, a drawn cutscene, and a potential plot. The next game is an X-Men game, and the only thing leaked on it was the title logo. The next game was Marvel's Venom, Lethal Protector.
I forgot. I remember you.
That's gonna be a
talked
fun
about that.
game.
Yeah, I know
That's gonna be
because
awesome.
in Spider-Man 2,
Yeah,
whenever you like first see Venom or whatever, you play as him.
yeah,
You play as him. You have his abilities like you jump far and stuff. Slash kill people.
that'd
Well,
be
I
fun.
would say kill. I would say kill because Venom
Venom.
isn't Spider-Man.
Right.
He's Venom. Which was awesome because it was just like different, from Spider-Man. Tiny
Right.
person. He's then you just have Venom.
Huge dude.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch. So since I haven't played it, I watched it. It was really cool. I can't wait to see this Venom game though. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. So
and Wolverine.
Yeah. And what was leaked on the Venom game, it was vague details about the plot, the game pricing, and a release date, which they did not put in this article, but wasn't it like next year, the year after, or something? It was pretty soon.
It was pretty soon.
For it to not be announced yet.
I think
maybe 2025?
Next year, I think.
Might have been. I don't remember.
2025.
I don't remember for sure.
I know it's one of those 2 years.
Yeah.
Because it was
the
close.
Next year
it was
too.
close.
Yeah, for it to not be announced yet, it was pretty close. And then the next game is a new Ratchet & Clank game, which I'm really excited for because I was just talking about Rift Apart, how much I loved it.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. What was leaked on the Ratchet & Clank game was concept art, dev build images of game testing, and sections of the script. And then the last game that was leaked was Spider-Man: The Great Web. And it says, note this game, although leaked, is supposedly canceled.
Canceled?
Yeah. So it says what was leaked on that was the title card, the game description, and character and scenes concept art.
I think that's going to be a just Miles Morales game. Because at the end of Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker passes like the torch down to Miles, and he's like Peter's taking a break because what happened with him in the symbiote.
Yeah,
he's going crazy and crap and everything.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that game's gonna be just Miles. Peter's gonna probably do phone calls and whatnot. Yeah, you might get a mission or two where you do play as Peter, or you like something happens to Miles and you play as Peter or whatnot.
Right.
But I think it's mainly just going to be a Miles game.
Yeah. So I guess this was a game, but it was canceled. Maybe they just put everything in Spider-Man 2 that they's won. But mostly Marvel games here, except for Ratchet & Clank.
Ratchet & Clank. Yeah, but we know there's going to be another Spider-Man game because how Spider-Man ended.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 ended.
Right.
And I wonder if that Venom game is going to be probably intersynced with the Spider-Man universe.
Maybe the story. I mean, probably.
Because Venom was just in Spider-Man 2. So.
Right. So probably.
Or it's just going to be a different universe.
And then the article says, everything detailed here is subject to change, be delayed, or even canceled due to this leak. These plans are not confirmation of anything, so please do not harass Insomniac Games members or anyone else if these leaks do not end up happening or representing the final product. Yeah, a lot of good games. Looking forward to there. Hopefully, because of this leak, they don't get canceled. Hopefully they keep working on them, as planned.
I feel like they're going to keep working on it no matter what, because, they're really,
well, especially that Venom game, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, exactly. And then, we've known Wolverine. They're working
on Wolverine. I mean, we already knew that was happening.
That's going to come out, I think, maybe next year. possibly. So
Yeah, I get a couple good games next year from Insomniac.
yeah, they've been working really hard, and I don't think they're gonna let these leaks stop them from
Right.
continuing to make these
Right.
games as good as they can. So
But in the end, it's up to Sony. So who knows
yeah,
what Sony will decide to do?
hopefully Sony lets them continue.
I hope so. All right. We'll move on to the last news topic. Super Mario Run gets a Mario Wonder update.
Won't have to talk as much on this one. It says here Nintendo's mobile runner Super Mario Run. I've played it like once.
Yeah, I've only played it a couple times.
It's decent.
It's fine.
I don't.
It's a mobile game.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. It says here has received a special new update which brings the Wonder Flowers from Super Mario Bros. Wonder to smart devices. Players can find these Wonder Flowers in the Toad Rally mode between now and the 14th of March next year, obviously.
Yep.
Here's the official rundown. In Toad's Rally, your gouge will fill as you collect coins. Once your gouge is full, a Wonder Flower will appear, which will transform all coins into gold Goombas. Nice. You can defeat the gold Goombas by simply touching them, so you just gotta tap them or jump on them, then they'll die. And it says here, you'll get a stamp on your stamp card for every 50 gold Goombas that you defeat. If you collect 20 of these stamps, you can get in-game items like a gold Goomba statue, big gold Goomba statue, heck yeah,
Nice.
and fun buildings to decorate with. It says here, Nintendo notes how you'll need to update Super Mario Run version 3.1.0 to access this latest content. This update follows a special event in November. So I didn't get anything on the special event.
That's fun.
But yeah, gold Goombas.
Yeah, so just to recap what Roland said, Super Mario Run is getting Super Mario Bros. Wonder update, and it'll run from December 19th, which at time of recording was 2 days ago.
Yep.
Run from December 19th until March 14th, 2024, 11:59 p.m. I'm guessing Pacific time because the first one was Pacific time. So
yeah, probably a specific time. So for you mobile gamers, pretty cool. You guys get this Super Mario Wonder thing. Whoever plays this Mario game. I personally don't play it. I've tried it. It's decent.
I mean, it's all right.
It's not my favorite.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I haven't played it for like probably 6 years, but it's all right.
I think the first, the last time I played it was whenever it first came out. So
yeah, so
it's a good game for mobile.
But I'm just not in the big mobile gaming. Most I've got into is like Clash of Clans. So
and Clash of Clans, like Where's My Water games.
Where's
like
My
that
Water is so much fun. We talked about our
Cut the
mobile
Rope.
games on here before, but yeah.
Yeah, we talked about all those mobile games. But yeah.
All right, moving on to our last topic. Have you played a Mario Maker game? And if you have, did you enjoy it?
I haven't.
You haven't?
I recently just got my Switch and stuff
Right.
last year. So, I've only bought 2 games. That was 2K. 2K23,
Right.
2K24.
I didn't figure you did because the first one came out on the Wii U, and I know you didn't have a Wii U.
Yeah.
And then the second one came out on the Switch. But
yeah, I've never got to play it or whatever. Yeah, I've seen people play it. It looks fun. Again, I'm not that creative of a person, as I said earlier, so
right.
It's just the only creative game I've played is Minecraft, really. Like Minecraft.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Minecraft, but I've done all right creating things on there. It's more than I thought I would. Like, I made like basketball courts. Like, it was a nice basketball court and stuff, houses and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Minecraft's fun to create stuff. But yeah, That's the only creative game I've really played. Yeah, I've never played a Mario Maker. Maybe, hopefully soon, I might at some point, but who knows?
Yeah. So I have played Mario Maker 1. I haven't played 2.
Yeah,
It's okay. Like I said, I'm also not that creative, so I wasn't that good at creating my own levels. But the thing about Mario Maker is other people that have created
you
levels, you
can
can
play
play
other
their
people's
levels,
levels.
and
Yeah,
I'm good at playing their levels because I'm good at Mario games. So I'm good at being able to figure out what they,
yeah.
what the catch is on
Like,
their course or whatever, and it's fun to do it that way. So I enjoyed that part of it, but actually creating my own level, I'm just not smart enough for that. So
yeah, it's
I
not my
enjoyed it
thing.
playing their levels, but not making my own.
Yeah, I understand that. That's how I would probably be as well. Creating your own levels. Just I don't know. I just wouldn't probably enjoy doing that. But playing the levels, heck yeah.
Yeah. That just reminds me, I don't know why, but they need to bring back Super Mario 35. Me and you, we had the best time
Yeah,
playing that at
yeah.
Mama's. It was so much fun.
Maybe they'll make a Super Mario 40 or something like that.
I hope so. You
Because
can
I
still
remember,
play Super Mario 35 on your PC if
but
you want to.
it's not the same.
It's online against other people
But
still.
still,
Yeah, it's not on the Switch, but I thought about trying it on my
I
PC.
I, I remember me and you playing it at Momo's,
Yeah, it was fun.
everything.
We'd take turns. That was fun.
Yeah, we both kept getting like fifth,
Yeah, we done pretty
stuff like
good. I
that.
think the best
Yeah,
I done, I got second once.
I think I got third or something like that.
Yeah, it was close.
I ran out of time because how you had
Yeah, the timer and stuff. Yeah.
that was the only reason I lost. I didn't die. I ran
You
out of
remember like
time.
Bowser kept popping up in like the first level and stuff? Like it was
Yeah, he
crazy.
just like randomly popped up. That was different. That was
It was fun. They should have kept
yeah.
it.
That was Who knows? Maybe they'll bring back the servers one day.
I hope so. But guys,
Maybe.
that's all the topics we have, and this is kind of a long episode because of all the Insomniac leaks, but it's okay. You can always
Yeah.
watch us live on Kick and YouTube, and you can follow us on all of our socials, our personal socials, and join our Discord server. We're at 18. Once we get 30, we'll have a movie night.
Yeah.
Please join and just come chat with us, hang out, be fun. If not, then your listen or watch is enough, and we appreciate it. You can buy our merch on Redbubble or Printify. Follow our podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and like I said, Discord. Rylan, do you have anything?
No, just for getting closer to 80,000 total downloads. So it's pretty cool. And also, we now average every episode has gotten 1,000. Or like we average now 1,012 per episode downloads, which is awesome.
Going up.
It's really awesome to see. So thank you so much for that. And that's all I have to say. As Ashton said, join our Discord, follow our socials, Twitter, Instagram. We got Twitch as well, Kick, all that, YouTube. Just, that's all I have to say. Just thank you.
Yeah, and like we've said before, don't forget that you can always talk to us while we're recording our episodes on Kick. I have the chat right here open. So if you guys have any questions or any feedback whatsoever, I'll read it live. I don't care. I can edit it out or just leave it in there. It doesn't matter to me. But we'd really like for you guys to leave us some feedback or just chat with us and hang out. It'll be fun.
Like a lot, just to interact with you guys and stuff.
Yeah.
So that'd
all right.
Be really cool.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you in the next episode.